Today we will see least square method under regression models. The objectives for this video are to understand the linear models, to gain the knowledge of mathematical modeling of least square method, and to understand multivariate linear models. Now, when we see the geometric models in machine learning, there are various geometric concepts such as lines and planes which are used for this modeling. The geometric notion of distance to represent the similarity is also used under these geometric models. Now, if I want to see a particular object on a map, we have the latitude and longitude as the two parameters to describe that particular object. This is for 2 dimension. But if we want to describe a particular object by latitude, longitude and altitude, then we have 3 dimensions to describe the particular object. Now, we have the models which can be represented in terms of lines and planes, and commonly they are known as linear models. Now, these linear models are very simple and they are very simple models as they are parametric and they are stable models. They are parametric, it means that the parameters are specified to describe the models, and they are stable because they are based on the very few samples of the data, so there is no much more variation in the parameters based on the other values of the data. So these two are the important features to say that the linear models are simple models. Now, the features of these linear models are, as we already said, there are very relatively few parameters to describe the model. Then there is a low variance but high bias for these models. It means that they are very less likely to overfit the training data. So they don't overfit the data, but they are just regularly fit the data. Also, they are preferable when limited data is available. It doesn't require too much data to find out these linear models. These models can be used for the tasks like classification, probability estimation as well as regression. Under these linear models, the very important one method which is called as the least square method. So this least square method can be implemented for the regression purpose under these linear models. Now when we say regression, it is a problem of function estimation. So this function estimation we can say f cap, which is a mapping from x to r, where we have the x as input and r as input values. So we can say xi and f of xi is a function estimator where x is equal to r raised to d. It means that the x is having d dimensions of r values. Now we want to find out the difference between this actual and the estimated function values, and these differences is called as the residuals. They are symbolically represented as epsilon, so we can say that epsilon I is equal to f of xi minus f cap of xi, which are the residuals. Now the least square method is to get the least value of these epsilon I, and it is introduced by the person Carl Friedrich Gauss in the 18th century, where it is going to find out the estimated values of f cap, which is minimizing the epsilon square values. So let us see the implementation of these least square method in the next slides. Now we know the equation of line which can be represented as y is equal to mx plus b. Here y is an intercept, which is we have the b which is an intercept, and which is by estimating the value based on the mx plus b. The m is the slope, and which is based on change of y and change of x. So we can say y is equal to mx plus b as a simple plane equation of line. Now based on this equation of line, we can find out this linear regression model. Suppose we can say that the yi is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 xi plus epsilon I. Here y is an independent variable or the response variable, and x as an independent variable or the explanatory variable, where we have the population slope as the beta 1 and the population y-intercept as a beta 0, along with the random error which is a epsilon I. So based on these dependent and independent variables x and y, we can find out this sample population regression. Suppose we have the population of few examples, few samples are there in our population like this, which are shown in this particular figure. Now here we have the unknown relationship among these all samples. So we have this yi is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 xi plus epsilon I, which is an unknown relationship beta 0 and beta 1. Now if I want to find out this relationship between these samples, we will take few random samples. Only few samples are required, not all together. So we take few random samples from this, and we find the relationship between these all samples. We have taken 2 samples right now over here. So yi is equal to beta 0 cap plus beta 1 cap xi plus epsilon I. So these two parameters beta 0 cap and beta 1 cap specify the relationship among these all y with respect to x values. Suppose now we will take this the equation of line like this: yi is equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 xi plus epsilon I. Here epsilon is a random error, as we already said. The observed value and the estimated values are shown with this red line. So the actual values are these gray circles, while the red line is showing the estimated relationship among these values. Now in this particularly we can place one another line like this. We can show a blue line over here, which is a regression model. Here the epsilon I cap is the another random error. So we can find out these random errors with respect to the actual and the estimated, which is a line equation of line over here, and we can estimate, we can also find out the relationship among the unsampled observations as well. So here yi cap is equal to beta 0 cap plus beta 1 cap plus xi. Now to find out this relationship between these using this least square method, we have this scatter plot. Suppose we have few samples along the x and few samples along the y, and we can put these values like this as we have shown. Now we want to find out the relationship between this x and y, so we can put various lines, we can put various regression models with their different slopes and different intercepts. So we can see there are 4 different models fit over here. So we can select any of these 4 models to find out the relationship among these all examples. So how to find out this? It means that we want to find out the best fit. So this best fit means that the actual y values and predicted y values have the minimum distance or the minimum error. Now when we say this minimum distance or the minimum error, the error could be positive or negative, but we don't want to cancel out these positive and negative effects, so we do the squaring of the errors. So we can write this yi minus yi cap the whole square, and summation of all these differences square is equal to actually the epsilon I square, which is a residual square, and summation of all these residuals. So we say that this is also called as the least square error, and this is the sum of squared error, which is a parameter SSE. Now to find out this summation of this least square error, we can show this particular example with the 4 samples. So we have this epsilon 1 cap, epsilon 2 cap, epsilon 3 cap and epsilon 4 cap. So we can find out these errors with respect to the actual, the gray values, along with the predicted, which is on the line, which is a regression line over here. And we can say here yi cap is equal to beta 0 cap plus beta 1 cap xi. So using this beta 0 cap and beta 1 cap, we can find out all these epsilon values, we can find out the square of these epsilon values, and we can sum up these values to get the least square error. So this least square is getting the very approximate or the correct prediction with respect to the relationship among these xy parameters considering the equation of line. Now for this least square error, we have one more variation, which is called as a multivariate linear regression. Now the general idea for the regression, simple regression, as we have seen, the x is deciding the value of y. So we have the explanatory variable and the response variable over here, x and y, which is the relationship between x and y along with the slope, along with the parameters. Now we can find out the relationship between these x and all the y values using multiple x values and a single y value. So we are considering simultaneously multiple explanatory variables for the single y response variable. So for this purpose, we have already seen that the relationship between the two values or the two parameters x and y, we can show with the equation of line, as we have showing in this particular figure. So a simple regression model fits the regression line in 2-dimensional space. But for the multiple regression or the multivariate regression model, we have in this particular diagram 2 explanatory variables that fits the regression plane in the 3-dimensional space. So 2 explanatory variables and the 1 response variable are sufficient to find out this 3-dimensional space regression model. So we can show this multivariate regression model using this equation. We can say that y cap is equal to a plus b1 x1 plus b2 x2. Here again we say that these parameters are defined such that the sum of square error, sum of residual error should be minimum. So the aim is same. We are using the least square method in both the cases. We want the sum of the square error should be minimum. So there are various applications of this regression model or the least square method. We can say we are using the different independent variables and independent variables. We could implement these for the different dependent variables like sales of a product, pricing of the product, performance of the particular service, performance of the particular risk. Okay, so all these parameters could be find out based on these independent parameters. Also, we can say it's a powerful statistical technique and used to generate insights on the consumer behavior, understanding business and factors and influencing the profitability. It is also used to analyze the marketing effectiveness, pricing, and promotions on the sales of product. And it is used to assess the risk in the financial services or the insurance domain. So we can see there are various applications of this least square method as well as the regression models. But only the thing is we should have the mathematical modeling and mathematical foundation is necessary to implement all these applications. The reference I use for this is the book Machine Learning by Peter Plage. Thank you.